Professor Necdet Ünver, Rector of Ankara University, to make his speech. Mr. Rector, the floor is yours.
Avrupa Birliği Delegasyonu Türkiye Başkanı Sayın Büyükelçi, değerli konuklar, Ankara Üniversitesi Siyasal Bilgiler Fakültesi'nin kıymetli öğretim elemanları ve öğrencileri, hepinizi saygıyla, muhabbetle selamlıyorum. Hoş geldiniz. Türkiye ve Avrupa Birliği 1959 yılından bu yana ilişkilerimizin her daim devam ettiği, kimi zaman inişli, kimi zaman çıkışlı olduğu bir teşkilat olarak 66 yıldır çalışmalar gerçekleştirdiğimiz bir yapıyı temsil etmektedir. Ankara Anlaşması 1963 yılında imzalayan, 1995 yılında Gümrük Birliği'ne giren Türkiye, 1987 yılında ise Avrupa Birliği'ne üyelik başvurusunda bulunarak bu alandaki ciddiyetini bir kez daha ortaya koymuştur. Aradan geçen yaklaşık 40 yıllık sürede elbette pek çok şey değişti. Öncelikle bugün içinde yaşadığımız dünya, o günkü dünyaya pek de benzemiyor. O günlerden bu yana NATO üyesi ve Avrupa Konseyi üyesi de olan Türkiye, Avrupa Birliği ile çok yakın ilişkiler sürdürebilmiştir. Biraz önce de ifade ettiğim üzere Türkiye pek çok adım atmasına rağmen uyum yasalarını hayata geçirmesine karşılık Avrupa'da bu konuda yaşanan bazı ön yargı ve olumsuz kanaatler sebebiyle Türkiye-Avrupa Birliği bütünleşmesi bugüne kadar maalesef tam olarak hayata geçirilemedi. Oysa Türkiye genç ve dinamik nüfusuyla, birikimiyle, jeopolitik, jeostratejik ve ekostratejik konumuyla ve askeri gücüyle Avrupa Birliği'ne çok büyük güç sağlayabilecek bir ülkedir. Nitekim bu stratejik ülkenin, yani Türkiye'nin önemi bugünlerde daha çok anlaşılıyor zannediyorum. Bugün Avrupa siyaseti adı konmamış bir krizle karşı karşıyadır. Bir yanda 2008 mali krizinden beri tam olarak toparlanamamış ve düşük büyüme hızlarıyla refah artışını sürdüremeyen bir Avrupa ekonomisi, diğer yanda ekonominin bozulan dengelerinin de tetiklediği siyasi kriz. Avrupa seçmeninin giderek artan siyasi hoşnutsuzluğu tüm Avrupa Birliği üyesi ülkelerde siyasi yapıyı alt üst ediyor. Göçme meselesiyle de birleşen ekonomik kriz, Avrupa'da aşırı sağın ve İslamofobinin yükselişine neden olmakta, demokratik değerleri benimseyen aşırıcı partiler ve benimsemeyen aşırıcı partiler ve siyasi liderler çok ciddi oy artış oranları elde edebiliyorlar. Hatta bazı Avrupa Birliği üyesi devletlerde bu görüşler iktidara da Avrupa Birliği'nin büyük üye devletlerinde de iktidara çok yaklaştılar. Avrupa Birliği'nin bu siyasi krizi aynı zamanda AB'nin siyasi geleceğini de maalesef olumsuz etkiliyor. Buna karşın içinde yaşadığımız gittikçe istikrarsızlaşan dünya AB'ye, AB'nin savunduğu evrensel değerleri ve Türkiye-AB ilişkilerinin güçlendirilmesine büyük ihtiyaç duymaktadır. Bugün Türkiye'nin Avrupa Birliği'ne katacağı değer, Soğuk Savaş döneminden belki çok daha fazladır. Avrupa Birliği ve Türkiye'nin çevresi yangın yerine dönüyor. Gazze'de soykırıma varan İsrail vahşeti, Ukrayna'da savaşın giderek Avrupa Birliği üyelerini tehdit edecek bir boyut kazanması endişeyle takip edilen olaylar olarak önümüzde durmaktadır. Yine Suriye'nin yeniden inşası ve sığınmacıların yeniden ülkelerine dönüşüyle ilgili hususlarda Türkiye ve Avrupa Birliği'nin birlikte ele alması gereken konuların başında geliyor. İşte tam da bu ortamda Orta Doğu ve Karadeniz bölgelerinde Türkiye ve Avrupa Birliği'nin stratejik işbirliği her zamankinden çok daha önemli ve stratejik değere sahip. Bu bağlamda Polonya'nın desteği bizler için çok önemli. Dün Cumhurbaşkanımız Sayın Recep Tayyip Erdoğan ile görüşen Polonya Başbakanı Sayın Tusk da Türkiye'nin AB üyeliğini hep desteklediklerini ve desteklemeye devam edeceklerini ifade ettiler. Yine Suriye'nin yeniden inşa ve istikrarında Türkiye'nin rolünün inkar edilemez olduğunu ifade eden Sayın Tusk, farklı alanlarda Türkiye'nin tecrübelerinden faydalanmak istediklerini dile getirdiler. Bu açıklamalar Türkiye-Avrupa Birliği ilişkileri için büyük öneme sahip. Sonuç olarak uzunca bir süredir Avrupa Birliği tarafından bir kenarda tutulan Türkiye'nin AB'ye katılım süreci ve bu bağlamda Türkiye Avrupa Birliği güvenlik ilişkileri üzerine tekrar yönelmeli ve daha titizlikle çalışmalıyız. Bu kadar önemli bir meseleyi bu kritik dönemde ele alan bu seminerin akademik ve siyasi alana ciddi katkı sağlayacağına inanıyorum. Semineri birlikte düzenleyen Ankara Üniversitesi Avrupa Topluluklar Araştırma Merkezimiz ve Varşova Üniversitesi Avrupa Çalışmaları Merkezi'ni ve bu seminerin gerçekleşmesine AB dönem başkan olarak sağladıkları destekten ötürü Polonya Büyükelçiliğini tebrik ediyorum. Büyükelçi gelemedi ama onun desteklerini gördük. Teşekkür ediyorum. Seminere tebliğleriyle katkı sunacak Türk ve Polonyalı akademisyenlere ve tartışmalara katılacak öğrencilerimize ve hocalarımıza da şimdiden başarılar diliyorum.
Günaydin. It's a great pleasure to be here, especially in the presence of the rector, Sayın Professor. It's a great honor to be invited for this seminar today. And of course, I'm also very happy to do this together with Mehmet Bey, the Deputy Foreign Minister, who, of course, in the Turkish government is the closest partner of the EU delegation to move the EU-Turkish ship forward. And I'm also happy to see my colleague Hendrik, the Belgium ambassador, Belgium, the proud nation who hosts the EU institutions, and also other colleagues, and of course you, dear academics, dear students, Sayın Konuklar. I think it's a really great seminar now to start to discuss about also EU-Turkish relations. I mean, that will be my focus. The Radek, the Polish colleague, will certainly focus more on the Polish-Turkish relations. But indeed, we are in a phase of re-engagement between the EU and Turkey. By the way, do I just talk all the time, or is there translation needed? No. Yeah, okay. So we are in this phase of re-engagement between the European Union and Turkey. And it has started last year with the visit of Foreign Minister Fidan to the Informal Foreign Affairs Council in Brussels. And since then we are working on different strands, and the change of in Syria, the fall of the Assad regime, and the bigger and greater geopolitical role Turkey plays, not only with regards to Syria, but with regard to the South Caucasus, with regard to Central Asia, with regard to the Russian war of aggression against Ukraine, with regards to Africa, the Horn of Africa in particular. Turkey has established itself as a very important and strong geopolitical actor. And we also know that the world is in flux, you know, since the accession of Donald Trump to his second presidency in the United States. The whole global order is being tested right now by wars, by shifting alliances, and economic uncertainty. And you know, even for Europe it's tough, because for us transatlantic relations have always been our strongest foundation. Basically, you know, the whole European concept was always based on two pillars. One pillar, European integration, and the other pillar, transatlantic cooperation. And the transatlantic cooperation with the presidency of Donald Trump is very much tested, very much put into question. We even don't know, you know, Article 5, NATO, all this is put to a test. And it just shows that Europe needs to step up. Europe needs to step up for its own security, but also to step up with regards to its partnerships and to its, with regard to its alliances. We need to think, act, and prepare strategically. And Turkey certainly should, in our reflection, play a very central role in that. International moments like that call for strong leadership. And Poland has also risen to this challenge now as the Council presidency for this current semester. And Poland has made security the central theme of its presidency. So they already have seized the moment. And we know that we can count on the dedication of the Polish presidency to drive this topic forward. And by the way, Sayın Rector, I would be a little bit less pessimistic about the political shape of Europe. You see, Poland has, for example, also shown with the coming into power of Prime Minister Tusk that they moved back to the center. The recent elections in Germany have also shown that the central political parties, center-right and center-left, are still very strong, and they will certainly build up a strong government. But President von der Leyen rightly stated, with regard to Poland, Poland is back as a very strong political actor in the European Union, and we all know what is at stake today. Now let me outline briefly, very briefly, the key developments of our bilateral relations with Turkey, between the European Union and Turkey a candidate country, and a very strong NATO ally, with the second biggest security forces after the United States in NATO. So certainly Turkey is a key strategic partner for the European Union, and that applies to many fields of policy, from trade to migration, from security to culture. Our ties are deep and they are complex. And certainly today it is unimaginable to have a discussion on security in Europe without Turkey. Turkey's geostrategic reaches, I already pointed it out, they are wide, and of course we had these discussions, what does it mean, the move of Turkey closer to the BRICS states. But we strongly believe that Turkey also continues to look forward to have stronger relations with the European Union as its natural partner. Because we are economically the most important partner of Turkey. We all have our economic problems, but trade between the European Union and Turkey is thriving. We have reached a new record level last year in trade, with about 213 billion of euro in bilateral trade, which is balanced for the benefit of both sides. It's not unbalanced, like for example with China. Many member states of the European Union also have a problem with unbalanced trade. The European Union as a whole with China, but with Turkey we have a very balanced relationship, economic relationship. And also the European Union is the first foreign direct investor in Turkey, and we would certainly want to continue that and to reinforce that. Of course, in the heart of this lies the customs union, which we all agree on all sides, on the Turkish side, on the EU side, which needs a thorough modernization, because it does not include, for example, internet trade, services, agriculture. So it has not a proper arbitration mechanism or conflict resolution mechanism. So certainly we need a modernized customs union. And I believe that the high-level dialogues which we have started now, the one on trade last year, the one coming up on economy, they will be stepping stones for re-engaging also on the modernization of the customs union. Politically, we share the key strategic interests with Turkey. Let me also underline, in all those recent years of geostrategic uncertainties, Turkey was one of the partner countries who always referred and upheld the international order, the UN Charter. The rules-based international order is something which is also very dear to the Turkish heart, and here we are very close partners. Of course, Turkey also requests a reform of the UN Security Council, which is very important also from our point of view, because of course the UN Security Council, as it stands today, needs also a reform to be more representative for the world as it is, for the realities in this world. But Turkey, for us, Turkey, together with us, fundamentally opposes the might is right approach in international relations. You got engaged very early as a facilitator, as a mediator in this Russian war of aggression against Ukraine. You facilitated the Black Sea grain deal. Turkey defended the Montreux Convention and de-escalated by that the war in the Black Sea by not allowing Russian warships to go through the Bosphorus. So here certainly Turkey played, and also in the exchange of prisoners, Turkey played a very important role. And so that Turkey is a strong partner in a rules-based international governance and in multilateralism is a very good foundation for our geostrategic cooperation. And also the HRVP colors underlined that Turkey here is defending our collective interest. Leaving no one behind, for that is
Ladies
also...
and gentlemen, dear friends, Dear Excellency, Rector of the Ankara University, Dear Excellency, the Deputy Deputy Minister of Foreign Affairs, Director of the EU Directorate, dear Ambassador Osowski, dear Ambassador of Belgium, dear guests, I'm very glad to be here. I'm very sorry for my delay, but I would say that my delay is somehow connected with our seminar, with our conference. I just came back from the Ankara airport when our Prime Minister, His Excellency Donald Tusk, he finished his working visit to Ankara. As you may read yesterday, the Polish Prime Minister visited the capital of Turkey. He and his delegation, he had intensive talks with the President of the Republic of Turkey, His Excellency Recep Tayyip Erdogan, and I am very happy about this time coincidence that yesterday we hosted the Polish Prime Minister here, and today we can discuss Polish-Turkish relations in the framework of EU and Turkey, as we gave the title of our conference, EU and Turkey, Global Order in Transition. We are very happy to have this event today. Of course, the event, the seminar is organized because of the Polish presidency of the European Union Council, and as you may know, the motto of our presidency is Security Europe. I mean, now both Poland and Turkey are affected by changes in the global order, including the consequences of Russia's brutal attack on Ukraine. Just a few months ago, many wondered about the message of the motto of the Polish presidency, but I believe today that at the time of dynamic changes and reshuffles in the international arena, it's like very timely motto. And also the visit of the Polish Prime Minister was a proof of this. As you may know, and we also reiterate at every occasion, Poland is a fierce supporter of the accession of Turkey to the European Union. This thing was also reiterated by the Polish Prime Minister yesterday. Also during the press conference, the Turkish President mentioned this topic. So at this challenging time, we believe that Poland, the European Union and Turkey, they should cooperate more, they should cooperate closely, especially the situation at our eastern borders. I mean, at the eastern borders of the European Union is very challenging. I don't mean also Ukraine, but also Belarus. So yeah, we think that the cooperation, the collaboration is very needed. And thank you once again, the Ankara University, the Research Center, for working with us. Thank you for all guests that they came to open the conference, and thank you also very much for all researchers that they gathered today. Especially I would like to warm welcome the researchers, the professor from my own university, Warsaw University. Very much welcome. Dzień dobry, witam serdecznie. And once again, thank you very much, and I hope that you will enjoy the fruitful discussions today. Thank you very much.
Deputy Head of Mission, dear Radoslav, distinguished academicians, dear students, distinguished participants, I'm delighted to be here today to speak about Turkey-European Union relations and Turkey-Poland relations at the EU Research and Application Center ATAL of Ankara University. I forgot to refer Hendrik. Hendrik is here. The capital, European capital, is in his country. As Turkey's first research and training center, ATAL has carried out very valuable work since its establishment. I'm grateful to ATAL for its contribution to training of experts in the EU field through primary and specialist training programs. And I also see many brilliant eyes here, the experts, which we will give the flag to them, because the EU's story, as Düzen mentioned, our former president, it's a long road, a path full of some obstacles, but we'll go all together hand to hand. I would like to also to express my gratitude to the Polish Embassy. Thank you for organizing this event. On the occasion, and thank you, Thomas, to be here with us. On this occasion, I would like to congratulate you once again on taking over the presidency of the EU Consulate Poland, and wish you success, all the success. Actually, distinguished Professor Rector mentioned all of the issues which are in my talking points, and also Thomas made very clear comments on all these issues. This made my job easier. I'll try to be more creative in this sense. You know what we need to do is, first of all, we are, as Thomas mentioned, rule-based international order is shaking, and it goes to unrule-based international disorder. And here there is a different diplomacy. It's called indignant diplomacy, infial diplomacy. And there will be a chaotic thing that push everyone to do something. Today in the news when you read, EU will retaliate to the tariffs, and we have wars, tariff wars and other things. And what we realized, especially as Turkey, what's happening up there, Ukraine war, Syria, some other issues down there, Sudan, and as Thomas mentioned, all these regions from African Horn to other places are related with Turkey. And I realize, and all of us are realizing, I think Pandora didn't leave one box. There are many Pandora's boxes all around. In Ukraine, in the Balkans. Before coming here, I was checking what is going on in Bosnia. So here, we need a new approach. We need a new kind of policy, strategy. And this policy, I'll be our ambassador to Poland this year as well, Rauf Denktaş. We're glad to have him here. He's coming from the airport. And we should be very creative. And in this creative approach, we should take the approach of the Polish intellectuals, Polish artists. Who are they? I use it in my speeches time to time. We all need, including the EU, a Copernicus revolution. What is Copernicus revolution? Until Copernicus, everyone thought that the sun and all other planets were turning around the Earth. It's not the case. We should have an empathy style, and then we should know that as much as the EU or individual EU countries have their own interests, we have also our own interests as Turkey. The art is how to bring them together. To bring them together needs some talent. The talent is in the Chopin's pieces, because Chopin is known as poetic intelligence, with his poetic intelligence and different professional techniques in different style of music. Now there's a different music here. Because of Syria issues, I was reading the book of Edward Said, and I wanted to get all books and then to see what are the approaches of that time, and I realized that he had another book, The Limits of the Music, and he says that he was a good piano player, and also he was writing critics in music journals about Bach, and he says that in politics and also in the music, two things should be together. It's ration and emotion, and he calls it contrapuntal, what means when there's a counterpoint, there should be other counterpoints balancing it, or in a good way. And this is the way that we need to act now. And here, Turkey-EU relations came to a point. Before, we are friends from Brussels, and you know, in Brussels, not only Thomas, but everyone talks about it needs two to tango. At that time, we were having some discussions on this. I'll talk about tango by giving example of one of professors, Mohan Soysal. I think he also gave lectures here in the university. when he was studying social management, and he told the students that we would learn how to make tango, and he brought all the notes, all documents about how to make tango, and he distributed all these notes to the students. They studied, and he said that I will make an exam, and after that he made an exam, and some got 70, some got 50, some got 90, how to turn, how the lady would do the move, how the man should do the move at one point. And then everyone got their grades. Everyone was very happy. And next, the following week, he brought a turntable and put the long play. And he said that make tango now. And of course, people were perplexed, couldn't do it. And before, when we were having discussions with Thomas, we were saying, I was telling him, you were telling us it needs to do tango, but even we couldn't have the rehearsal chance to go to the stage. And with his work, his a very tireless efforts, and also with the combination of what's going on in the world, we had first unofficial tango by Gimnik meeting, and now with new dialogue, understanding, and what is happening around, as we have these Pandora's boxes, now we need to be on the stage more and more. As I prepared my statement became redundant after the words of Prime Minister Tusk, because he mentioned all the things that we need to do, how Turkey is valuable. Distinguished professor also referred to all these words and then comments of Prime Minister Tusk. And here, while we are having all these arrangements, we should also understand each other. Poland and Turkey are two countries. They could understand each other better than others. Because Ambassador arranged me a visit to Museum Narodowe. And when you see the paintings there, I realized, I made an empathy, the history of Poland is very similar to us. As being two flank countries, as it is the case today in NATO, from north they were exposed to so many threats, and from south we are, as throughout our history, but now we're in the same alliance. And then in order to have a better understanding, better cooperation, we need to get more together. And I believe that during my stay in Brussels as 4 years as Turkish ambassador to the EU, Polish parliamentarians and the Polish diplomats were the closest ones to the Turkish views, because they could understand the situation as they were also facing the same challenges and opportunities. There are challenges and there are some threats. There are security threats about defense, but also one of the most important threats is economic security threats. And here, 85 million Turkey, as a candidate country, the only candidate country with customs union, is a big, actor in the European policies. What we would like to see, we are not trying to make our, commercial promotion. We know that the EU has the necessary tools to measure it. I just say it's not a challenge, it's just some proposal. Let's see what will happen if 85 million candidate country will be part of the European Union if we continue with these challenges, tariffs and security threats. And the wider region that Turkey is engaged with is the wider region of the EU, Central Asia, Caucasia, Balkans, Africa. And here we would like to have some more cooperation with the EU. We are ready for that. And during the Polish presidency, I'm sure that we will make some more steps to that direction. Thomas is a very experienced, very, strategical thinking ambassador, and we will do our best, and our governments, our leaders, also they have the will. There is also the political will. If there wouldn't be political will, I couldn't be talking here that easily, making all these comments and everything. With this understanding, we should find so many areas to work. And in these areas, there are 5 main cooperation fields in a way. These fields are also the challenges of the world: agriculture, food security, energy issues, We should have dialogues in all these issues. And also, we need to work together for having connectivity capacities, transportation. When I say connectivity, it's not the road connectivity. We have the biggest airport in Istanbul. Every day, 330,000 people are flying. We have 1,600 flights all over the world. And this is European airport. And besides that, we need to cooperate on health issues. This is also very important because during the COVID time, all of a sudden, I received the second day so many phone calls from the European Union authorities because the supply and value chains were cracked all of a sudden. Another issue, I see also very distinguished professors here, R&D and innovation. And the university, Ankara University, is also a cradle of R&D and innovation. We should work together with the universities, academia. We should combine, again, in my last statement also I was underlining that public sector, private sector, academia should work together to have R&D and innovation arrangements. And here we are working. Yesterday I had a meeting with distinguished professor on space and cyber security issues. And we have so many projects on these issues. The world is changing, bringing some new dimensions, and Turkey would like to be there with its capacity. We have the capacity. We would like to combine our capacity to have the synergy when there is a polarization in this world, when there is a fragmentation all around the globe. We need to be together with the EU, and Turkey is ready for that. Thank you.